Count your blessings.
Count your blessings.
I'm serious. Count your blessings. Think about all the things that you overlook because you're privileged now. You have food in the fridge. You have electricity barring load shedding. You have family that loves and supports you. You have a network of friends that are rooting for you. And things are actually working out. Now, as they are working out, build up a net to capture all of those blessings.
I count my blessings.
And count them as often as you can.
Name them one by one.
Now, I'm not saying exaggerate. I'm not saying push beyond what's reasonable or practical. All I'm saying is recognize the little that you have in your life.
I asked God to give me happiness. And God said no. He said he gives blessings. Happiness is up to me.
And based on that little that you have in your life, be thankful. Show gratitude. Count your blessings. Remember, there are so many analogies that we come across, so many idioms around life that represent some of the lessons that we don't see in life. Unfortunately, one of them is we only accept that we are privileged once that thing is gone. Once someone you love is no longer in your family, then unfortunately you can't be resolute in counting that blessing. So count it now. Now whilst you are still alive, now whilst they are still alive. Count the blessing of whether you have a business or a job, and that business, whether in survival mode actually profiting, count the blessing of the stage in which that business is in. As an individual, waking up in the morning, count the blessing of life. Going to work, count the blessing of having work to go to, having transport to get to that work, and having the ability to deliver. Whether to deliver or over-deliver based on the targets that have been set or that you've set for yourself, count your blessings. Do not overlook what you have. Of course, sometimes life can be difficult. As I said, we need to be realistic, practical, and pragmatic about it. We can't just implement things from a view of being blindfolded by the problems of life. But at the same time, we need to recognize that in as much as things feel like they're going aloof and wrong, we need to come back and count our blessings. The easiest way to count your blessings is, even if it's monthly, journal down all the things that you are thankful about. All the things that are challenging, journal them down as well. Then figure out what action do you need to change so that the things that are challenging you can become things that you end up being grateful for. What lessons are you learning from the challenges you are facing? What lessons are you learning from the challenges you are facing? Failure is not the end, guys. My starters, failure is not the end. In fact, it's a stepping stone to better days. So count the blessing of even the failure, because it brings about the lessons that you need to cultivate a better character and to carve out a path for yourself and those around you that is far more positive, that brings far more value, and that is actually something that you may have needed in your life in the first place. Count your blessings one by one. See how far you've come. See the amount of fun that you may have missed out on because you wallowed in depression and stress instead of actually recognizing the things that are good and are going well in your life. I'm not saying ignore emotions. I'm not saying ignore feelings. I'm just saying don't allow them to be the dictator of how you live your life. Don't allow them to ruin your life. Don't allow them to rule your life. Allow yourself to be in control of the direction where you are headed. Write for yourself the decisions that you need to take to live a better life, and the decision that you need to take that will turn around your situation so that you become better and have more things to be grateful for. Look around you. Things are not as bad as you actually think they are. There are people that live in dire circumstances. There are people that live in situations that are unimaginable, and yet they wake up each day tackling the day. So don't be a victim of your circumstances. Be a stronghold for your situation so that it improves and becomes better. Sometimes you can put two individuals, one in heaven and one in hell, but the one who has the positive perspective, who was put in hell, can actually turn things around for them. And the one that is in heaven, so long as you haven't actually told them they are in heaven, can see what is wrong with heaven. So count your blessings one by one, see how far we've come, and then we'll talk again when I drop the next video. I love and appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one, my starters. Cheers, guys.